Parkland County, Alberta, March 23, 2026, 6:30 in the evening. Two 13-year-old boys were seen together for the last time. No fight that anyone knew about, no argument with their families, no note left behind. They were just gone, vanished like thin air. The RCMP put out an alert. The families went public. People started sharing their photos. Two kids, same age, same neighborhood, last seen walking together as the sun went down over Parkland County. One of them has since been found. The other one hasn't. This is what we know. This is what we don't. And this is why it matters that you keep watching. Zachery Germain was 13 years old, slim build, blonde hair, fair complexion, a Parkland County kid born and raised. The kind of boy who was easy to spot in a crowd, tall for his age, noticeable. His family described him as someone they worried about, not because he was troubled, because he was theirs. That distinction matters. There is a difference between a parent who says their child was struggling and a parent who says their child was loved. Zachery's family said both. They were concerned for his well-being. That phrase, concern for his well-being, is what the RCMP used when they put out the alert. It is standard language, but it is not empty language. When police use those words about a 13-year-old, they mean something specific. They mean, this child did not leave because everything was fine. Harley Houle was also 13 years old, 5'4", black hair, fair complexion. Last seen in a black hoodie, black track pants, black and red running shoes. He and Zachery knew each other well enough to leave together. That is what we know for certain. Two boys, same age, same area, same evening, walking away from everything familiar at 6:30 p.m. Their families did not report them missing immediately. That is not a failure. That is how it works. You wait, you call around, you tell yourself they're at a friend's place. You give them until morning. Morning came. Nothing. The Parkland County RCMP were contacted. The search began. And from the very first alert, something about this case felt off. The first alert was issued on March 25, 2026. It named both boys, Zachery Germain and Harley Houle, last seen together. March 23, 6:30 p.m., Parkland County. The RCMP said they believed the boys were in the Spruce Grove or Parkland County areas. That is a wide corridor, rural roads, suburban streets, a city on the edge of open country. Not a pinpoint, a zone. Then something shifted. On March 28th, 5 days after that first confirmed sighting, the RCMP issued a second alert. This one named only Zachery. Not both boys, just Zachery. The second alert said he was last seen on March 28th at 4 in the afternoon, still in Parkland County. Still believed to be in the Edmonton or Parkland County areas. 5 days had passed. The details had changed. The boys were no longer described as being together. What happened between March 23rd and March 28th? We don't know. The RCMP have not said publicly. The families have not said publicly. There are no confirmed reports of where either boy was during those 5 days. Did they split up voluntarily? Did something happen that separated them? Were they in contact with someone? Were they hiding? Were they safe? 5 days is a long time for two 13-year-olds to be unaccounted for in late March in Alberta. Temperatures drop below freezing at night. The landscape outside Spruce Grove is not forgiving. And yet, they survived those 5 days. Because on March 30th, there was another update, and this one changed everything for one of them. In the days between March 23rd and the end of the month, the search was public. The RCMP asked people to look, to call, to share the photos. Zachery, 5'6", slim, blonde, last seen in a red toque, camouflage hoodie, black sweatpants, white running shoes. Harley, 5'4", black hair, last seen in a black hoodie, black track pants, black and red running shoes. 2 tip lines were made available. The RCMP Parkland Detachment at 825-220-2000. Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 for anyone who wanted to stay anonymous. The search zone was large. Edmonton is a city of just under 1 million people. Parkland County wraps around its western edge. Farmland, small towns, long straight roads that stretch toward the horizon. 2 boys on foot or on transit or in someone's car could cover a lot of ground in 5 days. Someone knew where they were. That is almost always true in cases like this. 2 13-year-olds do not survive 5 days in late March without shelter, without food, without someone knowing. They ate somewhere. They slept somewhere. They were seen by someone. The RCMP knew this. The families knew this. Which is why the public appeal was not just routine. It was specific. It was urgent. It was aimed directly at the people who had already seen them and said nothing. Come forward. Call. Be anonymous if you need to be, but call. And at some point, someone did, or the RCMP found them another way. Zachery was found safe. No details were released about where, no details about what had happened in those 8 days, just located, safe. His family got the call every missing child's family waits for. Harley's family is still waiting. The Alberta RCMP confirmed it. Zachery Germain, located, safe. That is the best sentence in this entire case. A 13-year-old boy missing for more than a week, found alive. His family spent 8 days not knowing. 8 days of phone calls that weren't from him. 8 days of watching the news. 8 days of waiting for a knock at the door and not knowing what kind of knock it would be. He came home. But here is the thing about a case that involves 2 kids. When one comes home and the other doesn't, the relief is real, and it is incomplete at the same time. Zachery knows where he was for 8 days. Zachery knows where Harley was. Zachery knows what happened in those 5 days between the first alert and the second. Whether he has told investigators everything, that is not public information. Whether what he told them has helped narrow the search for Harley, that is not public information. What is public is this. Harley Houle is still missing. He was 13 years old when he disappeared on March 23rd. He is still 13 years old right now, and his family has not gotten the call that Zachery's family got. 2 boys left together. They knew each other, trusted each other enough to leave together. Whatever they were running toward or running from, they were going to face it side by side. One of them made it back. The question that no one has answered publicly is this. What does Zachery know about where Harley is right now? Harley Houle, 13 years old, 5'4", black hair, fair complexion. Last confirmed sighting, March 23rd, 2026, 6:30 in the evening. Parkland County, Alberta. That is more than a week ago as of this video. He was last seen wearing a black hoodie, black track pants, black and red running shoes. He was believed to be heading somewhere in the Spruce Grove or Edmonton area. He was with Zachery Germain. Zachery came home. Harley didn't. There is no confirmed sighting of Harley after March 23rd. There is no confirmed report of him being seen in Edmonton, Spruce Grove, or anywhere else. His family is concerned for his well-being. That phrase again, concerned for his well-being. It means they are scared. It means they do not believe he is somewhere safe. It means they need the public's help because the police alone have not been enough. If you live in Edmonton, if you live in Spruce Grove, if you live anywhere in Parkland County, if you saw two boys together in late March, if you gave a lift to a teenager matching his description, if someone you know mentioned a kid staying somewhere they shouldn't be, you may have already seen him. This is not a cold case. Harley Houle is not a name from years ago. He was last seen 8 days ago in a place where thousands of people live, work, and move around every single day. Someone saw him. Someone knows something. You can call the Parkland RCMP detachment directly. 825-220-7267 or 825-220-2000. If you want to stay anonymous, Crime Stoppers, 1-800-222-8477 or online at p3tips.com. You do not need to have all the information. You do not need to be certain. You just need to make the call. Zachery Germain came home. Harley hasn't. His family is still waiting. If you know where he is, call. Parkland County RCMP Detachment, 825-220-7267 or 825-220-2000.